Yo, what's poppin'? You know what time it is? Your boy, Mr. J Hill. J Hill Podcast. We here, special edition. Yo, you gonna see new setups like periodically, right? Because that's what we do when we have special people. We give them special sets. That's what we do. All right. Period. Special guests in the building. My girls, OMG Girlz is here.
Yes.
So I just want to start off by saying y'all don't got no smoke when we do y'all.
No.
All right.
You know what? That I was excited when we was coming here because I wanted to talk about that because I feel like a lot of people was mad at you, but like you weren't our demographic. So I don't think that it's like kind of hard to believe that you didn't really know because it's like you're a man first and then like you're in your 30s and I just feel like that wasn't really our fan base at the time.
But not even that. Like, I just feel like, first of all, women really we don't owe them nothing. Fact. And I say that to say, because it's funny because me and Zanique talked about this, like how like they gonna use whatever. Yeah. Like the people that know, they know that I interviewed you first, so clearly I knew who the OMG girls were. But even in the conversation, it was like I didn't know at the time. Right. But people are stupid, so like I don't got no time to explain nothing. It's okay. Even if I did my research, I can still say I didn't know. At one point.
And then too, I feel like it was good. It was good though. It was good that you said that.
So let's get the introduction. We got Zanique in the building.
Hey guys.
We got Beja.
What's up?
And we got Bree. Am I saying it right?
Yes, Bree. Yeah.
So
nice to meet you guys.
I'm just curious. When did you come along with the OMG? Was you a part of the original group?
No, I came when they were looking for a new member, when it was just two of them. And they were looking for another member to add. And I joined when I was like 15 or 16. Yeah.
Give me years.
And I joined, that was like 2011, 2010.
Yeah, 2011.
At the end of 2010 going into 11. I had joined the group and I moved up here and joined.
So we're talking about prime time OMG girls, right?
Yeah,
for sure.
Gucci this, Gucci that.
There you go.
Right?
Yes, okay.
Right.
Right.
That's prime time. Yeah. Give me like paint a timeline in my mind of when you came. If you could say, all right, it was right after that. It was during the midst of that. What?
It was before that.
So you was a part of the whole.
Yeah.
That's
when
another
we took
clip.
off,
On Gucci this.
Oh,
Gucci
so that's
that.
another.
Yeah.
That's
That
another
was like
clip.
The first song that we put out with her on it.
Yeah.
So like think like Pretty Girl Bad. Maybe.
That was that. Yep.
Couple months after.
Okay.
Free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it wasn't like who was it? Aunt Viv.
No,
it wasn't like that.
And then see too, you gotta understand that like our fans, they also know like who was a part when as well. And you know, Reginae, my sister Lourdes, like they knew, you know, that they were in the group, and then they also knew that they weren't in the group when we was having this big contest looking for another girl. So I think that they are pretty like up to date on, you know, like how
what's going on.
Happened. Yeah.
Why not Reginae and your sister no more? Like,
I would say it was like a big age group at a time. I mean, a big age difference at a time. Like me and Beja always were same age basically, and Lourdes and Nate are like around the same age. So when it came to like dance moves,
they couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
No.
They're like they just too young. It's like
you trying to start it.
Yeah, we like 14, 15 talking about like boys and stuff like that. And you know, my sister and Reginae were like 11 and 12.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like kind of. You know, you just
gets tricky.
Yeah, it gets a little different, especially with the dance moves. It gets different.
Okay. Oh, like with twerking and stuff like that.
Well, we weren't twerking.
We weren't twerking yet,
you know, certain little stuff.
But
it's a little sexy.
But it's crazy because like even that, like my daughter is 14 now.
Right.
And I mean, dancing dolls, all of that damn choreography is giving sexy and twerking. So it's like, was that a thing even when y'all were dancing? Because I know the hair was a thing.
Yeah.
Was the dance moves a thing?
Yeah, for sure.
Big part of our performance, for sure.
Yeah.
Was they like criticizing y'all for that? Like they was criticizing the hair?
No,
I feel like
that. Oh, go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, I was about to say no. I feel like they gravitated to it. If anything, they were remaking videos of them doing the choreography themselves and like saying how they love Sean Bankhead for us and how he do all those things, great things for us.
And also with the age, like taking Lourdes and Nate out, it made us. We were able to do more things that were our age. You know, like age appropriate for teenagers, which they hadn't.
So I gotta ask y'all then. I won't say no names because I'm not trying to be messy. Okay. But so let's paint a picture, the rap game, right? I feel like a lot of those kids wasn't like real successful in the rap game, after the rap game, because they were trying to be like adults. They were showing you that they wasn't kids, but we was introduced to them as kids. Except for like one, maybe Lotto, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like
Flaw J too.
Yeah, so do you think how people are introduced to you matter when it comes to the career?
I'm gonna be honest, I kind of don't, because I feel like sometimes you really can like shake that stigma. I just think with like child stars, and especially with us, we were like child stars, teenage stars. I think that, you know, you kind of have to do something a little dramatic. Like if we look at like the Miley Cyruses and the Demi Lovatos, like just their music and like their whole aesthetic kind of really took a dramatic turn when it was like, okay, you know what, I'm older, I'm doing this now. And I kind of think like that's what it takes for people to break you out that mold. But I do feel like, you know, with OMG, we were a part of a lot of people's like nostalgic years, their childhood, their teenage girlhood or teenage boyhood. So I think that, you know, it's natural for people to just be like, man, like that was just such a time in my life. I love those girls, you know?
But could we even get that time back though? Because like, think about it, right? Like I was talking to Mario, and I mean, we was talking about the verses, and a lot of the verses, a lot of the artists were nostalgic years.
Yeah.
But sometimes some things we just don't want to hear as adults though.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
how do you?
So,
But
but
Go ahead.
I mean,
if it's nostalgic,
yeah,
you
I mean,
always
I
wanna
know, because
hear it,
there's
though,
like
'cause-
millennial tours and all that going on. So I feel like there's always going to be that crowd that will always like love you. Like if I grew up on this, like.
But having fun though, no messy stuff, just having fun. Do I want to hear B2K versus just a friend? Like like it's two different. You got
You know
classic
what?
and you got nostalgic.
But
like
it's the same. It's the same. Like it's the same time period, low key. Because the way that I feel is like when Just a Friend came out, like I was a child, but there was somebody at that age who was a teenager. She like, man, you know, like I love B2K, but I love this Mario song, and I just feel like it's room for both to exist.
Yeah.
Like,
I like
I think you know people. Really, and especially right now, just in the world with everything that's going on, it's always, you know, I feel like we are consuming a lot of negative stuff, you know, on a daily basis. So I think people kind of like to escape and go back to a time where they ain't have to worry about paying bills or,
that's true.
you know what I'm saying?
That's a
like
lot,
just
facts.
real life world problems. And I think that's why it's such a demand for like a Millennium Tour or us coming back together or, you know what I'm saying? Like just stuff like that.
I feel like this isn't new though. Like this need for y'all to come back. Like y'all been hearing this for years.
Yeah.
And even me not knowing who the OMG girls were, I knew that though. Like I did the interview. Like every time I did an interview with you, I did an interview with you. And one thing that was consistent, like I wish they came back. And I talked to both of y'all about coming back, and it was like still was up in the air. What made y'all finally say, all right, let's do it?
Well, it started with our
waiting on
lawsuit.
everything.
That's kind of where it started. I think we were together a lot, like at the top of this year, and
Okay.
I think just us being around each other and just really seeing how like these folks was playing with us. You know, I think that we was just like, let's just come back and do it. Like, let's just, you know, show them that, you know, or just show everybody still a demand there. And on top of that, I think we never ever said that we weren't going to come back together.
Right.
I just think we wanted to experience stuff. So us coming back together, we just wanted it to be on our own time, and we wanted it to feel natural
Yeah.
as well. You know what I mean? Not forced.
yeah.
But we were never against it, so it was
No,
just
y'all
like,
was
it
never,
just took-
yeah.
it just
Y'all never
took
really
something
said
big.
no.
Yeah,
No.
I say we had
I feel like
talks.
we all kind of knew that it was going to happen at some
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
We just like
Didn't
were
know
waiting-
when.
Yeah, didn't know when.
Y'all was
or,
giving
like,
the
what would it
political
be.
answers like, we don't know, like whenever is the right time.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's how it happened for real. Like, not to even.
So
front, like,
is the lawsuit over?
Um,
Come on, man. Don't get y'all did radio already, bro.
no, okay.
I'm just saying,
We
bro.
we kind of we be a little picky with it because we don't really know kind of what we can and can't talk about. But
We can
what
take it out.
what
She'll
we
tell you.
will say-
Hey,
but
hey,
did it?
I'm
But
a
did
man
it
of my
get-
word, right?
Did it get-
I'm a
but
man of my
what we
word.
will
did
say-
it.
Because I watched.
What we will
a
say
couple
is, though,
negotiations.
honestly, is that, you know, we always gonna stand up and we gonna fight for our creativity and our right. And at the end of the day, and it's like, I'm glad that we here and we could kind of touch on this because I think a lot of people in the comments and stuff like that didn't really understand, you know what I mean, why we felt this way. It's like, this corporation has a history of doing this to young Black creatives. It's not just us.
This corporation meaning the
MG.
MGA. They have a
wait. We got to break it down even more.
Yeah.
Who does
The
the Bratz?
They do the Bratz dolls.
Okay, because
Yeah.
even me,
And the
I'm
LOL.
trying to learn on it.
So they do the Bratz dolls, they do the LOL OMG dolls, which is what we were saying they were infringing upon our trademark and our image and our likeness. But you know, it's like this company, this is what they do to Black creatives, and then they go to white creatives and they do partnership deals and they make sure they go about it the right way there. But when it comes to us, it's like we have to fight. You know what I'm saying? For really just our creative right and ideas that we came up with, our moms came up with. And, you know, I think that they probably felt we didn't have the resources or we didn't have the know-how or any type of back end to really.
Wait, y'all didn't have
Yeah.
the
I don't think that they really did the research.
Stop
And
didn't
you know,
think
it was a crazy experience. You know, that I think that was the first time that we had ever been up against anything like that ever in our lives.
So
you
if
know?
we can, and again, we can hold on to this or whatever we got to do, like just because I'm curious, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we can go into it, because I have no clue. How did you even like? Because if I see the Bratz, maybe because again, maybe it wasn't my age, my demographic. But if I was to see the Bratz doll, I knew the Bratz doll, I would never think like, I don't know, OMG Girlz. How was that something clear during that time? Like, yo, this is clear plagiarism.
was
like this is
clear.
us.
Yeah, we're
but it
talking
was
about the LOL
OMG.
LOL though.
Yeah.
The
I'm sorry,
OMG.
I
This is
apologize.
just the same
My bad.
company that
Yeah,
makes
Yeah,
the
they
Bratz
make
dolls.
both.
Okay,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah.
So when that came out, see, yeah, I'm really learning. Like I don't know.
no,
So when it
yeah.
really came out, right? When it came out, was that like clear? Like, bro, that's us, bro. Like, what are y'all doing?
For us,
Yeah,
yeah.
most definitely. And it was in different ways how they put it together, how they like packaged it together, how they even had them like go on tours and do music videos and all those type of things on YouTube too. So they were like artists and everything. So it was the pink, purple, and blue, the colored hair, even how they positioned the dolls, like how we would stand in our pink, purple, and blue, like for posing for pictures on red carpet. It was just crazy. And even for little kids to be like, they would think that, you know, that was
us.
the
It
thing,
was
right? It's the confusion, right?
Yeah,
and that
our
was the
fans
part.
were confused.
Yeah.
They didn't know.
Yo, how was that for y'all though? Going through that, like, because this is a long time. We couldn't talk about it. We couldn't talk about
Yeah.
it. And y'all know I like to talk about how y'all feel.
know.
Y'all know. Y'all know.
Yes,
Y'all
I
know
seen
me.
that one.
We
We
know.
don't get on Oprah for, but honestly though, like, how was because you know we hear people in the comments they got everything they say they can judge and all that, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, y'all still people,
Yeah.
right? And that gotta weigh, like that gotta be heavy on y'all, especially. Y'all separated. Y'all don't know if y'all coming back together or not. Y'all probably want you. I don't know. Who knows what's going through your mind, right?
Yeah.
During that moment, first of all, is it over the court case? Is it over?
We not
Like, yeah,
sure.
we can't
Yeah, but
really,
that's it.
we
But
don't,
that-
Okay, because
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the case, but I'm just because my question is when it was at its peak, whatever the court case, and y'all got to go back and forth, y'all got to get lawyers and everything. How was that making y'all feel as individuals, as artists? You know what I'm saying? Like, did it feel defeating at one point?
I would say it didn't really feel as defeated until the end. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like we all were, you know, extremely like proud of what we were fighting for. We were
Yeah.
proud of, you know, the meetings, everything we were having about what was going on, how it was
Our lawyers
going.
were
Yeah.
Our lawyers, like how everything was going. I felt like we all were, you know, we felt like it
thought
was
we were
going
doing
good.
good.
basically. And so it took to the end for us to feel like, you know, damn, like defeated and
Yeah.
like, you know, all the hard work that we put in, our team put in, everyone, that's when it just was like, damn, like,
It stung a little, and then what I also will say too is it kind of like made me want to go a little bit harder.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Because the way that I felt, I just feel like we weren't really dealt a fair shake in my eyes. I felt, but also too, I just think that like, you know, them ideas that we came up with, you know what I'm saying? Those were our ideas. Those hair colors, we came up with those.
And
I
y'all
just
got a
feel-
lot of no, I'm sorry,
No,
y'all got a lot of backlash for stuff like that. We talked about it in the
Yeah,
beginning, right?
yeah.
Like when y'all changing
And
hairs
that's
and
the
people
thing.
talking.
But they're promoting these dolls and to our community, you know what I'm saying, to people who look like us. And that's why, like, even too in the comments, it was irritating me just seeing people who look like us being like, oh, those dolls don't look like them. They're tripping, da-da-da-da-da. It's like, if y'all really could have sat in there and seen how these people were attacking our characters, how they were attacking our families, our accomplishments, what we have done, haven't done, it was sick. And it's like, I mean, to me, it was sick. I
It
just felt
was.
like
Oh,
it
yeah,
was,
no,
it was
it
really
was wrong.
sick. And I think that, like, you know, that's all the more reason that we always gonna fight for what we believe is rightfully ours. Cause like that was something that I feel like we had to fight back on it. Shout out to Auntie Tamika too,
Yes,
obviously,
shout out to
because it came from her. One of her homegirls sent it to her. She saw it, immediately sent it out to everybody involved, us, our moms, and from there it was like, oh, she was like, you know, we gotta fight this. You know what I'm saying? And I think that you know, again, no matter how whatever way it came out, like we gonna always do that. It don't matter who it is, big, small, short, tall. We gonna always like fight for what we believe is rightfully ours. We believed in that.
Yeah,
period.
especially I want to make sure to know, like, they are called the LOL, but they're called the LOL OMG doll. So even the name being OMG how it is, and it's outrageous millennial girls, and we were known as officially misguided. But like even how they pitch it to be like big sisters and all that type of thing for girls or whatever like that, like that's our whole pitch that we've done since we were out as a group. Like the fans always looked at us if not big sisters, like best friends that they can come to and like relate to and feel like they can, you know, hear some music that they, you know, they can vibe with and all those type of things. So for them to even be called OMG, like that was right there, like crazy in itself.
Yo, it's crazy because like not even to get too redundant in this, but I keep saying this, but we talked about this and just that how people can look at you like y'all stars, y'all world-renowned stars. Everybody know y'all, right? I was the only one, clearly. But
Well, thank you.
everybody know who the OMG girls are, right? And just even y'all like individually. And I hear you say like we wasn't really dealt a fair shake. And it's crazy how we're so similar, but the people separate us, right? And that's why I say like not to get redundant because we talked about this before, but like me coming from the projects, I wasn't really dealt the fair shake. You go outside, you got McDonald's on every corner. I really didn't understand healthy eating until I started moving to like Beltsville, right? Because you got a Chinese food spot, you got a fast food on every. I wasn't really dealt the fair shake, right? Even when we talk about the crack epidemic, right? Like they dropped these off in our neighborhoods. Like we didn't go searching for that, right? And it's crazy because we got to fight that. We have presidents like, I mean, he wasn't the president at the time, Bill Clinton. I mean, wow, I'm sorry. The president now,
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden, he forced on laws on us and like sending people to jail for things that they ain't even had. Like that wasn't even, we wasn't dealt a fair shake. You get what I'm saying? I say all that to say, seeing that and having your own experience with that, right? For somebody who might not be as fortunate or blessed to be in your position, but still not be dealt a fair shake, what would the advice be to them? Like, what's some motivation? What would you give them? What did y'all learn from the situation that y'all went through?
Keep going.
Yeah.
That's cliche. No, I don't like that.
No, that's true though.
When you
I'm not playing. Like,
no, when you're going through it though, that's a real thing to say because it'll make you feel like
they'll eat it up.
it'll make you feel like
in that
sometimes it can
courtroom,
like shake you up or make you feel like question
yeah.
type thing. So to hear that keep going thing, like you'll think you don't need to hear, but when you hearing people say things and tearing you down or acting like you ain't nothing, like to hear those simple words, they may be something cliche or something you always hear,
and
but
they
to hear from a certain
against,
person, like to hear from Zanika say keep going, that's strong.
And
like,
then they
adamant,
coming
like,
against stuff that we did when we was like children, 14, 15 years old. Like the stuff that we was doing at 14 and 15 years old, regular, like anybody else is not doing it. I don't want to say regular people, but just the average person on a daily is not doing no shit like that. Right. And so I just feel like, you know, to me, it's like, I hate to like bring this up, but I just feel like, honestly, like, I'm sorry, it was just racist to me. Like, I just feel like it's like y'all gonna rip us off because we the little small black artists that y'all don't know, but then y'all will go do all these doll deals with all of these other white creators who were millionaires and billionaires and all of this stuff. You know what I mean? And then look at us crazy when we like, you know, like it's not, I don't feel that that's fair. And I just feel like, you know, anybody who in a situation where somebody is taking something from you that you created out of your mind, you should always fight for that. It doesn't matter. Like that's what these big corporations do. They try to step on people who they feel like, oh, you ain't got no stain, you ain't got no resources, you could never come fight against us. They did not expect us to really be able to get in the courtroom with them. And I feel like for real, that's the biggest victory is the fact that we was even able to do it. Because it's other creators who that happened to who they couldn't do that.
Yeah.
You know?
So when you say keep going, right?
No. That's our only choice.
Right.
I said the main answer already.
What we gonna do?
What you gonna ask me? What you gonna ask me?
When you say keep going, right?
Yeah.
What that come with though? Like how does that even look?
So what I'm saying is keep going. Like you have to keep fighting for whatever it is that you believe in, especially with us. We don't really even have no other choice. We lost. All we can either do is sit down and be like, okay, or we can continue to fight for what we believe. So I feel like if you have something that you're passionate about, you have to keep fighting for that. No matter how many no's people tell you, no matter how many times you get stopped, like it's only gonna go if you keep going, make it go.
Speaking of keep going though, right? And we say cliche, but I always say it's cliche for a reason. It's cliche because it's true. It's clearly cliche. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about keep going, we back at it. We got back together. OMG Girlz is a real thing now. Like we together.
We here.
Tell me some of the things that y'all are learning now, right? Coming out of being teenagers coming into the game.
Well, one,
more business stuff.
I was gonna say more business stuff. Definitely being vocal. I think that's a really big thing. We was kids when we started, so I think a lot of the times, like our parents, we were minors, so obviously our parents were, just moving on our behalf, which wasn't like they did anything bad to us. But I think now as grown women, we able to have like adult conversations, business conversations, know what we talking about. We have a real direction as to what we want to do, where we want to go. So I think. We faring off well.
We really leave the parents out whenever we want to at this point, too.
Y'all hot?
Yes.
Like, these lights don't hit no heat, sister. Like,
you see?
These
I check myself.
Like, these lights expensive as hell, bro. Like, usually they come with a heat. Maybe we drinking a sound. No, like, we gotta do better. These lights too expensive for all this heat.
No, Beyonce.
I'm just saying, like, bro, what's going on, bro? Because I saw you looking back, like you ain't
you saw what's going on. Make sure, like, is it sweating?
Yeah.
No,
Let's just take another shot. We hot, but we gonna take another shot.
Cheers.
We hot, we gonna take another shot. Come on, Jay.
Nah, don't say that. We waiting for you to pour yours because we gonna take a shot.
All right.
Right. He's talking about y'all bullshit.
Right. Sound like waterfalls. Okay.
Shotty cheers.
I do have something else. Yo, we already did this, bro. We did this before.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
y'all know me. Like, come on,
I
man.
know you coming with something.
Quiet.
No. It ain't no. It's real shit. Like, we already talked about. Why you on mute?
I'm just more quiet.
Look around.
No, you're not.
You on mute.
I'm more quiet.
You know I talk about your interview all the time.
Stop.
No cap.
Stop.
Hey.
You sound like
Stop that.
Yo, Kyron.
Stop. Hey, stop
Seven.
it.
Dylan. I thought I talked
Jeremy,
about, like, you wanted to, like, when people say, what's interview your
Stop
favorite? I always be like, Zani, one of my favorites.
I'm top 3.
What about Beja? Like,
I'm about to say, and she did come through.
I really didn't say nothing.
No.
Neat kind of got deep.
Your conversation was good.
Yeah,
No,
but
yeah,
Neat
yours
got
is good.
deep though.
I'm gonna say why.
Beja.
I'm gonna say why. I'm gonna say why Zani. I said Zani because she was the first time I had a celebrity really break down why they don't want to talk about something, right? And it made sense. Like usually people like, I don't want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? And I get it because of the reason that she gave though. You get me? Because like people do, what's the word? Like they use your vulnerability against you a lot.
They do.
Right? But even that's something is that simple. She was able to articulate in a way like, yo, like I would love to be vulnerable, right? I see you cool. Like I see that you're a dope person and I trust you. I just met you, but I trust you. But like, she was able to articulate in a way that like, it made sense. I'm like, damn, like, cause even if I did tell you and you got it, the world's still gonna use it against me.
Yeah.
And like, that was real though. Like,
it's hard.
and
We
I
had
thought,
a moment.
Y'all did.
Y'all did.
oh, my
My boy.
Yeah.
Yo, so before I get into the other serious question, I want to ask y'all this though. Coming back to a group, right? Y'all had success. Bree, I'm sorry. Let me ask you this. Y'all to the side real quick.
Oh, okay.
Bree,
Yes.
did you do a solo career?
Yes, I do. I did, and I do.
How was it?
It's good. I have some singles out. I have a video out, and I have more to come. Like I've definitely took it. Probably like I say more slower than the others, just compared to the girls, because I know that's how they see it. But I do have singles out, and I do have more like in the vault that I just have that I'm ready to put out. More like, and even said I was gonna get on YouTube and all those type of things to be with the fans and all those type of things. So yeah, I have some singles on Apple Music everywhere.
How was the success rate for you? Was it really good?
Yeah, it definitely was. Even when I released my first single, I don't know why Apple Music took it down, but it's fine. It's called Only in America, but I think to where I was taking a stand on everything, I chose to do that to like means something, you know, because it was talking about what was going on in the world at the time. That was after the people had got shot in that church or whatever. And when I had first released that, like, it was trending on Twitter and all those type of things. And that was my first single, so that did amazing. And then along with the other two, they did great too, and still to this day is doing great. So I'm very grateful for the support that I do have and for those to come.
So that's perfect. So Bree, Zanique, Beja, y'all did the single.
Yeah.
I want
right?
to say I appreciate though that you gave me that, because you know this is my first time meeting you.
Because bro, come on, I'm still a human. I'm a decent person. You feel me?
No, I'm saying you're a dope interviewer. Like,
no, I
doing
appreciate
great,
that. No,
yeah.
thank you. So all of y'all did the independent route versus like doing your own thing. Coming back, it gotta be. I don't want to say tension, but it gotta be kind of like harder to do the group thing or no.
I mean, it was never hard when we did it. See, I think the common misconception that people have is like we was beefed out, we weren't cool, we fell out. That's why this group fell apart. And that wasn't our story. And also what I want to say too is like, even if it was, it's like the type of friends that we are, like the world would never know. Like it's not, to me, I feel like it's not anybody's business. We're real friends.
If it's smoke, you can tell me though, I'll block it out.
Nah.
That's your favorite line.
Right. So bad, but it really wasn't. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it really wasn't anything for me to even sit up here and be like, "Oh, it was it was that." Like, I just think that we had been growing together for so long, and you get older, you want to do different stuff. You want to expand and explore and do your own thing. And I think that's kind of like where we all were internally. And I think that it worked out because coming back together now, we all have different things that we know, different skills that we can utilize back again in today's time that really work well for us. So I think that, like, we blessed to be here. We blessed
But
to be
wait,
able
right
to
there
here.
though.
But go ahead. What you want to say?
I'm saying y'all all had your own careers.
Yeah, and we also support, right? And we
Yeah, no,
support each
facts.
other,
But some
like,
things
throughout.
work for y'all that might not. So for example, like y'all might be in the studio, you be like, yo, this really worked. But you might not think that worked because you had another way. Or you might had another way, but y'all all was successful in y'all individual careers, right?
Yeah.
I'm wondering, like, is that hard to navigate through? Because it's like, bro, like, yo, I'm telling you, like, this work, I did it and it worked. And you like, no, I'm telling you, this work.
No.
So basically, to explain it, like, because we were in a group first and then did our solo things, I think that we work really well at, you know, doing both. It's like, you know, when we're together, we gonna work like we together. It's not like,
Okay.
me.
Okay.
It's like, you know, we could do
I
me,
wanna
me,
hear
but
your
it's
input.
it's always gonna be put together. Like, we know how to work well.
So who
as a
take
group.
lead then?
It's not. That's never been a dynamic of our group. It's
no.
never been like a lead anything. I think the reason we were a group is because we all have something that the other one lacks. So we fit together like a puzzle. And when we come back together and we in the studio as a group, it's not about like Beja, Zanique, or Bree. It's really like, okay, what's the best thing for OMG? Like, I want to hear what you got to say. You want to hear what I have to say. And if I just really feel like I'm against it, that's one thing. But I think we've been working together since we was young, so I think it's easy for us to kind of like iron out kinks. We know how we all are, you know what I'm saying? We know what we like pretty much, what we don't like. So it actually is easy. When we did our single Loverboy, we was in the studio, the vibes, we was like so lit. We was having so much fun. We was turned. Like, that was our first time being back in the studio, the three of us in like years. So I think like when we go to the studio together, we get excited. Like, oh, we finna have a good time.
Is that the one that y'all? I'm sorry, we keep like.
It's okay. We keep going at the same time.
We sing.
Yeah.
Is that the one that everybody was like, y'all need to finish or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. See, I know a little bit. Like,
Yeah. Okay. We see
You
you.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they was trying to play with you.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
don't want to explain it to them. It's better for content. Let them kill
Let
me.
them do their
I
own
take
thing,
it.
right?
You know what I'm saying?
No, they're gonna be happy though too that you know because you're with
facts.
them.
Like,
Yeah.
man, he did his homework.
Right.
this time.
Yeah.
Yo, so let me ask y'all this then, right? So outside of individually or in the group, right? Is it hard because back in the day, right? Y'all parents had a lot of control, right? When it came to making the music and things like that, but y'all was really successful. Coming on the back end, now all the pressure on y'all,
Yeah.
right? Is it like we gotta get this thing to pop because if not, like, you feel me? I don't know. Is it? You get what I'm trying to say?
I mean, I'm gonna just say, I think, OMG, it never didn't pop. Like, it never wasn't popping. Like, we've been going viral.
Talk your shit, bro.
But for real, we go viral on Twitter, Instagram, all that, like, every other day. Like, we really were a part of, like, something special in a lot of people's lives. And so I think that, like, they naturally associate us with that. So when we were like, oh, we finna drop Loverboy, we back together, like, everybody's like, oh, we welcome this. We want to know what this gonna be. And I mean, I think too, like, I was finna say, I don't think it's pressure on popping it.
Yeah, I don't think we put pressure on ourselves about any of those type of things, because I feel like we know that we have something special together. Yeah. Like, we know if we get in the studio, it's gonna go. You know, we get on that stage, it's gonna go crazy. Like, it's just like, it's given. It's not really like, let's make sure we go viral today.
Yeah. Right. It's given, definitely ordained. Like, definitely you could tell, like, this was meant to be. Like, how we even came together. I mean, it's just real. Like, you could tell, like, God was in the midst for us to even make it how we did without even an album. Like, to do as many tours we did, as many shows, and have the fan base we have. Like, it was just definitely off our music, of course, like you said, the team, and definitely our personalities, and us just being, like, in connection with our fans on social media, and us just being daring, like, to be ourselves with the color hair, with the outfits, with, our stage names and all those type of things.
So what's the hardest part, bro? Y'all give me a bunch of positive kumbaya.
Like,
I mean, but that's good though. We need each other.
I ain't gonna lie. I think the toughest part, like, coming back together, I think that, like, it's like any business. Like, everybody got different ideas. I don't think it's tough, but I think it's like everybody has to voice how they feel, and we really have to come to a middle ground. And we've kind of always done well with coming to a middle ground between the three of us. I can't honestly even remember an argument that we've had where, like, somebody's like, oh, I want to do this, but I want to do that. Like, I don't think that we have those things, but I feel like, it's just when you dealing with two other people, period, no matter if it's me with them two or Neek with us two or Bree with us two, like, you just have different opinions. And I think, like, with anything, it's just about working out, those little opinions. Like, maybe I feel like that's not what we should do, and this is why. You know what I'm saying? And maybe hearing my perspective on that might change how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Or it might, hearing your perspective on something I feel might change how I feel about it. Like, oh, okay, well, maybe that's why we shouldn't do it. I get what you're saying. Like, we grew up together. So it's like, we know how each other are, and we know what one is going to go for, and the other two is not, and vice versa. So it's like, I don't know. I would say just the opinion.
I don't know if I could do a group with guys that I grew up with. Like, I seen this clip, this viral clip, and he was like, yo, like, he loved his day ones, but he, like, basically, like, he loved his day twos better, though.
I think I saw that video,
because, like, basically, like, day twos was the ones that he chose to be friends with.
Yeah.
Like, your day ones, like, you was in an environment, like, you kind of was trapped. Like, you say, I wasn't dealt the fair hand, right?
Yeah.
And, like, those was the ones I was in the projects with, right? Like, we grew up, and, like, I was forced to be around them. But my day twos are the guys that, when I was grown, I was in college, I chose to be friends with them. The ones that I meet now, I choose to be friends with. So it's like, these, I really love you. The day ones is like, I don't got a choice, right?
Yeah.
No, you know what?
I don't know if I could.
I saw that video too. And you know how I feel? I'm really grateful that my day ones, like, I fuck with my day ones.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, because I like my day twos, but not like my day ones.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really call them, like, well, I don't really call any of my friends.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to call somebody, it's going to be my day ones.
Yeah.
So I think it's just different strokes for different folks.
Facts. Yeah, that's facts. Because, like, my day ones probably, they probably look at me on camera, think I'm rich and shit. I'm struggling with the crib, with the family. They like, damn, Jay changed. Like,
no, look at this.
Like, I got the same number. I'm still struggling.
Yeah, your situation. I know your situation.
Yeah, my situation is different. Like, my day ones, bro, like, damn, Jay, what
they looking at you crazy. They said, hold up.
Hey, bro, I'm still trying to make it.
I mean, but you know what, though? It's like, I don't know. I just feel like when you go through life, and now we like 27, 28. So like,
y'all like 27, 28.
Yeah, we 27, 28.
Y'all like
27, 28.
Yeah.
Jay,
so
how old are you?
Okay, right. Why you
I'm saying I'm not 27. I'm 32.
No,
I forgot.
I mean,
I be forgetting you like in your 30s.
Yeah, you are in your 30s, Jay.
You about to say I'll be forgetting you, old nigga?
I was gonna say I thought you was 27.
Yeah.
Like 25.
I mean, but like, I just like we grown women, you know, and we've been through enough life to realize that you got to keep the people who really know you close. Cause like I've had friends, you know what I'm saying, who I might have met when I was like 12 or 13 and like bitches really stabbed me in the back. So it's like I know if nothing else, I could call these two, my sister, other girls, you know what I'm saying, who I've known all my life. And I know no matter how long it's been, if we haven't talked, we have talked, they're going to hold me down. They're going to have my back. And I think that's why it's important to always like have your day ones, because your day ones really know who you are internally at your core without all the glitz, the glamour. They know who you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? Your day two,
Or they think
they know the healed version of you. No, for real, Jay Hill.
I'm about to say, don't let me. You seen that Joyner Lucas video?
They know you healed.
What?
Y'all ain't see that Joyner Lucas video?
What he said?
Because they also be expecting shit. They think what happened is they think they know you. Your day ones they think they know. Don't let me get into it.
No, it's
Don't let me get into
We
it.
come from different backgrounds.
I was gonna say Jay Hill.
Yeah.
I can see
You
your
from
day
Baltimore.
ones doing
Like
that.
they think
But I'm not gonna talk shit about Baltimore. No.
We love Baltimore.
I love Baltimore.
But we know that in
But I
Baltimore.
know how Baltimore
I was
people
gonna say
be.
it's a different
I'm
culture.
about to leave, bro. Don't
It's
be
a
on
different-
that bullshit.
It's a
It's
different
me here
culture.
again. Delete this. Edit it. I'm like, Jay, you remember when I was like,
He's gonna be like,
Right. Okay.
can you edit that out?
I hate her, bro. Like, yo, nah. We had a good time, bro.
We did.
Nah, so what I was gonna say is like, yo, sometimes what happened is people. It's hard for people to know you for who you are now. Like people think they know you because they met you 25 years ago. That ain't me.
No.
Nigga, I grew.
Yeah.
I'm not the same person. So what happened is sometimes people try to hold you to the person that they met you at.
Yeah.
And like even in relationships and friendships, it's like, nah, you gotta come correct. Cause I'm not the same Jay that I was 10 years ago. I
But
grew.
you know what? A real day one, they ain't gonna care what you got, what you don't got, none of that. Like I love you as a person. I loved you for who you were then, and I love you for who you are now.
That's a real
And
friend.
that's how my day. Thank you. Here we go.
Come on,
And
gang.
that's how
Yeah.
my day ones are. These my day ones right here. Like
I got you.
no problem. Like I really believe that. I feel like, you know, and especially to we women, we young black women. Like right now, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of young black women in competition. We, you know, men outnumber us like 10 to 1. You know what I'm saying? So we in competition about men, about opportunities, about just certain stuff like that. And I think as women, it's important that we have a community of other women who we trust and we love and we could confide in no matter what.
And I was gonna talk about that with y'all. Isn't it dope that, bro, stop fanning yourself?
Yeah, you making Jay look
I
bad.
need to do one.
It's hot.
Right, man. Stop
Jay don't got no
fanning. Bro, stop fanning.
No, I'm just
That's
kidding.
crazy.
I'm trying not to fan myself.
Right. I was asking because she did it.
I don't want you looking crazy.
Not joking.
Bro, y'all keep fanning yourself.
No, that was my first time. And I'm not
say,
gonna do it.
no
Y'all cut that out.
no air
Y'all
conditioning.
cut all that out. Cut it out. Okay, thank you.
Yo, I was gonna talk about it. It is hot. It's hot.
It is hot. Look.
we need a
God damn.
A
As
fan or
long as we
something.
don't look hot.
Yeah, do
Right.
we
Do
look
we look
hot?
sweaty?
Y'all look
Nah, y'all
good.
don't
I
look
know I
sweaty.
be looking
Y'all look good.
good.
I was gonna.
You don't
First
look-
of all,
If you brought me a thing.
before we get into y'all looking good, I forgot I cut some shit out for you too.
What?
Oh.
I cut some stuff out for you.
Okay, period.
What?
That's
About her
nice.
daddy?
No. She gave me
About
all
my
that.
dad, girl.
I love
No,
that.
she
That was
gave
my
me all
hero.
that. That was good.
Yeah,
I
that
cut
was
her boyfriend out.
Oh yeah,
Of
yeah. I
course, she
appreciate
told you to
that.
cut him out.
I appreciate
Y'all still
that.
together?
'Cause
I like y'all still together.
You
He
know,
said, can I
yes.
can I add that into
Right.
this
Can I
one?
come back?
You know,
Can I add that little piece?
we are.
Oh, shit, okay.
Well, you know, even at the time, we were just like exclusively dating. That's what I call it.
Okay.
You
Yo,
know,
stop
still
fanning
finished.
yourself, bro.
I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
She said.
now I'm really hot.
Stop fanning
You like
yourself.
it? That's that
No,
question about her
but you know, but
I'm
like
done in here.
we're doing
Nah,
our
let me fan
thing. You know,
myself
that's
if I can.
that's
need
my
a
little
plate.
Bro,
man.
stop
You know what's
fanning
up.
yourself.
He be watching.
Sorry.
Yo,
He watching and doing.
He do
Okay.
be watching.
She's scared of her boyfriend.
I'm not scared of him.
I mean, that's
He
fine.
ain't nothing to be scared of.
Okay.
Exactly. You can't talk about nobody.
I'm not scared of nobody.
Oh.
but you need to be. No.
No cap.
Oh.
No,
Wait a minute,
Yo,
girl.
what's up
I
with
should
y'all?
calm down.
Oh my
I'm sorry. I'm
gosh.
sorry.
No.
Yo,
I had
y'all,
to say that.
y'all is
Watch
crazy.
your smile.
All right, but it is hot. It's hot as hell.
Yeah,
He
I'm
said I
scared to
just
take my
smiled.
shot.
I'm just gonna
Let me
smile.
get some more too, y'all. Y'all got me.
Nah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, I need a. Can you pour me?
Yo, so okay,
Y'all got me talking.
because at first y'all was giving me like radio, like we had to.
Jay.
No, we were
You
giving you
know, I
real.
don't be with that boy.
We
giving you
help that
real.
We're like pervegs. I'm just kidding.
Like, y'all
No,
can't-
seriously, we're
y'all-
like hella positive when
Yeah.
we're together. Like,
And
we
I'm
love
gonna
each
say
other.
Oh
No
my
smoke.
God.
Yeah, why you want
You're so
like,
mad. We love each
I was
other.
gonna say, like, it's a lot of girl groups though, and that's why I'm saying that I always say we blessed to be here because there's so many girl groups, like even now that you think about, and they just did so much cool stuff, and everybody like, wouldn't it be cool if they could sit down for an interview and talk to each other, or put out another song, or do another tour? It's like we blessed that we was able to go through this whole industry the way it is, the way people try to pitch you against each other, all that. And especially like as women. Like I don't know what it is about executives and women, but they really pit us against each other. We blessed to be here. We still friends. You know what I'm saying? We still could come back together, drop a song, do a tour.
Talking your mic too.
I'm sorry.
Come on, Kyra, you gotta tell her that.
We still, I know he feel like he really feels like I should know that. But it's like, but we blessed to be here.
No, you a guest today. He should know that shit. He should tell you.
Well, but we have a unique dynamic.
Yo,
we have
I
a
would
different
say-
dynamic.
Go ahead.
even with
It's you this time.
I'm gonna say right,
Yeah.
but I want to say even when we weren't like a group, we were at each other's shows. We were together like almost every day, like hanging out still, like as if we were still in a group. Or like the group didn't stop us from hanging out with each other. So this is like.
But don't
what
that
it
feel
is.
good? Even like back when y'all was saying like, yo, it wasn't no beef or nothing like that. Even if it was, none of our business. But isn't that great? No cap.
I'll cut it out though.
No,
He trying to get him out.
I'm the one that I will cut it out because
They
they ain't gonna know.
cut it out.
But it's marketing. Like they gonna be intrigued as hell. You ain't gonna get it. But anyway,
Yeah.
but
be
isn't
like,
that
this what we
that's dope
talked
as
about.
grown-ups though, right? It's dope to be like, yo, all right, not right now, right?
Yeah.
But we could come back on our own terms. Like I feel like that's fire. Like it's friendships. It's cool to like, even with my date ones or twos, it's cool to like have a disagreement.
Yeah.
Or even if it's not a disagreement, we could be like, yo, let's take a break right now and come back and have this conversation later.
Yeah.
Just like with a group, like, all right, maybe we should try our individual thing. And we always have an opportunity to come back later. I feel like people need to see that.
Yeah.
Because it's always attached to some BS.
But
Yeah,
you know
for
what
sure.
though? We had such a different life experience together. It was a point in time where the only friends we really had that we talked to on the daily, it was each other. So it's like
Hard.
with that, our friendship, I think it supersedes everything. We went through hard times together, good times together. We done got money together. And I always said, even from the beginning, like me and these girls, we really broke bread together. So I just always am open to doing anything business related. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the two of them. And these are my friends. Like, I feel like the opportunity presented itself. We felt ready, you know what I'm saying, to come back and put a record out and do this again, together. And I think that that's like, it's a lot of girl groups who can't do that. Like they don't like each other. Like we lucky that we like each other. We
Facts.
still friends. We still have love for each other. A lot of these girls done did so much stuff together and they can't even sit in a room together. It's like, oh, I don't fuck with her. You know what I mean? Like we don't have that dynamic. We really friends, And I think people kind of were always wondering like, why did y'all break up? Why did it not? It's like, we wanted to do different things, but we friends though. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
hard.
Like,
That's
and
fire.
that's what y'all gonna know off rip. Like, we not know. Right now everybody's in like a social media age. We take everything to social media. That ain't never been how we are.
Yo, no
Never.
cap. I'm a little lit now, but and it's hot. But no cap, for real. It's so refreshing to hear y'all say this. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm at a disadvantage because like I'm not really with the gossipy, messy type shit, even though like that's how media thrive today.
Yeah.
Just being honest, right?
Right.
But outside of the work, it's refreshing to hear you say like, bro, we good.
Yeah.
We was always good. Like it's because like we don't have that a lot. And a lot of times we see the opposite.
Yeah.
So it's dope to see, and I feel like people need to see that. Young girls, young women need to see that. They're like, yo, like, nah, this wasn't that corny shit you see.
Yeah. Right.
We built different.
Yeah.
No matter where you come from.
Yeah.
From the projects or from Beverly Hills. Like, I like, for me, it's dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just I know
Yeah.
sometimes I can be a little soft.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
no.
That's fire,
But
bro.
thank you
People
for
need to
having
see
us,
that.
though. This is our
That's
first
true.
podcast that we've done, like as a group. Like
Yep.
we ain't been to
Mm.
no
What it's
other
been
like podcast, anything like
Right.
that. Like, I mean, solo obviously,
Well-
but just together, us three as a group, I just feel like we felt comfortable to come here and really like talk to you. You know what I'm saying? And really,
sure.
like let you know like
No, I appreciate y'all.
what's up. You know
I
what
really,
I'm saying?
I really fuck with y'all. No cap. Like,
oh yeah, no, we was with you. I was saying this is the first time.
Listen, I told you about my dad. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like
Yo, that
we friends. Like,
nah, facts. I told Zanique to come out here and start a podcast with y'all three, and I was gonna shoot it, but she bullshitting.
Okay, for one, while you're trying to make it seem like that, like you said, start a podcast with the OMG girls. No, you never said that. You said you and all your friends.
Bro, I said you and
podcast.
Beja and fucking Raising I thought that was just.
Okay, but now you're trying to like sell it to them like, I told the OMG girls to start their own podcast.
I did.
that is how you sold it.
It could be OMG.
said.
Okay, but like,
I said that, and you said I'm with it.
okay, but you didn't say OMG. Like, don't
cap.
tell OMG like
I'm
you
on
selling
your
me an
ass
OMG
right now. You
type
cap.
thing. I'm not cap. You said me and my friends, which
I
like
think
you know,
may be a little cap. Jay.
Yeah, thank you, bitch.
That's because
I
y'all
know
friends.
my friend.
No.
I
Bro,
know her.
ask Kyron.
I seen it too. Though.
She said, like, I'm not lying. She said, yeah, I'm gonna get them to.
podcast.
I didn't say
OMG.
OMG. I said you.
I
and-
know my
say?
friends.
What I say, Kyron? Get him a mic.
OMG podcast.
Get him. I didn't say OMG.
He
I
didn't
didn't
say
say.
me.
I didn't say that.
Nate,
I didn't say Bree because I didn't know.
Yeah, it
I
was
didn't
Bree,
know.
yeah, it was them.
You said do a podcast. We'll get one going and we'll get that going up here.
Okay. So
Right.
it don't even sound like it included us, Jay.
It was you.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Legendary.
You name.
Thank you. I didn't know. I didn't know
cute.
about
That's
Bree.
cute.
I didn't know. I didn't do my research, right?
I mean, you did. You did. And it
That's-
didn't happen.
I mean,
but
like-
like this is an easier thing to get together because we're
Yeah.
always together. You know.
This a vibe though.
And we like to talk, especially me.
They just love to talk.
Nah, this a vibe. Don't do her
like
like
this.
that, bro.
No,
no.
she
She
said
just
like
said
I'm
it.
the most talkative.
No,
No, literally, like when we used to do interviews, I'm not gonna lie, like I probably talked.
I ain't
I was
gonna do
ace to
that
talk.
because she was chatty patty,
But you
bro.
was-
Yeah, I know, but I don't have. And that's when you was like, "What's
She
the
was chatty
difficult?"
patty.
Let me just say, when you was like, "Hold up, chatty patty is really crazy," but when you was like, "Oh, what's the difficult part of being a group?" I was gonna say, I feel like it's for me, for sure, it's easier because like it's three of us. I don't have to do much. I can come in here like, "Oh, it's an interview," and I can sit right here and be mute. And if they answer the questions, it's for the group. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
much easier for me. Like
Facts. Yo, let me ask y'all this.
Okay.
Give me something. We're gonna clip this out.
Okay.
Give me something. Yo, do that.
Right.
Yo, just get- bro, come on, man.
Okay.
They don't have to
Let's
know.
see.
Let's
On the
see.
clips, they don't have to know.
Let me put some on some.
All right, I'm gonna let her take it. I'm gonna take my time with this.
Yeah, take your time.
Take my time.
You guys.
Ain't no telling what.
Yeah.
It ain't about to be nothing
I'm
crazy.
sorry,
Okay,
Mom. Let me stop.
It ain't nothing crazy.
My Dukes in the
I
building.
promise it ain't nothing crazy.
What's your mama name?
Miss Joanne.
Miss
Oh, hey,
Joanne.
Miss Joanne.
Hi, Miss
Nice to
Joanne.
meet
Yes,
you.
nice to meet you.
Oh, we
Hi,
just
Miss
saying
Joanne.
hi, Miss
Nice to
Joanne.
meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sweet.
Okay.
We talked about her in our interview.
Let me.
Yeah,
okay.
we did.
Give me-
Come on.
Okay. Thank
Yo, so let me ask y'all this.
Thank you.
Ain't nothing
We
crazy.
talked about my mama too.
When y'all when we did, we blocked it out
did.
though.
No, you didn't. He ain't block it out, Miss
So
Joanne.
I ain't block it out?
He ain't block it out.
I blocked it out
My
on
mama was looking
game.
crazy on the internet.
No shit.
I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding.
Thank
But she
you.
said something.
Right.
Yeah, she did.
Yes, she did.
Oh, hold on, Kyron. Oh yeah, we worked on that. We did.
We did it personally.
Oh.
And I gave you.
had that conversation
Yeah,
today.
nah. Hold up.
I was
Yeah,
tricked and bamboozled.
That is crazy. Cause I gave you the engineer number personally. Matter of fact, you got his number.
Kyron,
Right, you know him before me.
All right, you fucked with me a little bit.
Nah.
We're not gonna talk about it today.
Yeah, talk about it. No,
That's not what that's about.
No.
Not today. Oh.
It was like half trick, half like I got you.
Wow.
It was.
I gave you his. I said talk and whatever you want.
You did. But let me tell you, I don't want to.
Now say it.
Okay.
It might be good for content. Go ahead. Say it. Put me on blast.
Yeah.
Put me on blast.
So basically, Jay was like, I want to know. I'm interested. Like how he did us a minute ago. I'm interested. I really want to know. I'll block this out. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm just talking because like I fuck with Jay. Like I'm like.
Mind you, that's our first time talking. Whatever.
Yeah,
Cool,
I know,
cool,
but I
cool.
fuck with him because Kyron in the building. Kyron was really your star in the whole building. I'm like,
Okay.
shit. I fuck with my brother Kyron.
Right.
Jay
We
from
fuck with
Baltimore, he
Kyron.
kind of got a cool vibe. Shit, I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And he got me trusting him. Liquor. He like, shit,
Right.
tell
They
me.
getting heart to heart.
Jay said,
Yeah.
shit, I was gonna say,
Yep.
yeah, me the liquor.
Loosening
He
you
said,
up.
he
Yep.
said, I'm interested. Off the camera, I really want to know. You feel what I'm saying?
I
That's what
did.
tricked me. I thought he really was interested. And he was like, I'm gonna block this out.
He was interested.
Yeah.
And then I was just talking, and then like he was like, okay, like let's bleep this, but let's keep this. Let's bleep this, let's keep this. And it was like a negotiation. So it was like half trick, half negotiation.
That
like,
wasn't a
But
trick.
you know
You
what,
could have took out whatever you wanted.
But you know what though? I ain't gonna lie. That was
Kyrie,
one of
what
my,
I said? I said,
that
whatever
was
she
one of my
want, let me
favorite
know.
interviews from her. I really do believe that. I feel like that was one of my favorite interviews because Zanique is a person who was very, and I think just based off of like how she grew up too, just, you know, always having to be in the spotlight, I think it's hard for her to open up to people and especially just the world. So I felt like that was kind of her in rare form. And I know that you might not have liked it, the attention that came from it, but I feel like, you know, to me, she's always just been, and I've been her best friend all my life. I don't know no life without knowing her. But,
That's
you know,
fire. That's hard. That's
she's
a bar.
like you know, she's like a mysterious person. Even to me, I could count on one hand how many times I've seen her like be emotional and, you know, stuff like that. So I feel like just the world, me, anybody who knows her, being able to like see her kind of open up like that, I do think it was special.
Well, I'm gonna keep it 100, and I probably shouldn't do this.
I think it was special.
The guests probably hate it, but it was top 2. It probably Jess, then you. No cap.
Okay.
I can't make like I'm not even lying. It was-
Hello.
Okay.
Like, so like I appreciate
nice.
like you even like just being vulnerable because that was like people needed to hear that.
You have a safe space feel, you know?
Oh, thank you. I
fuck
appreciate
with
it. I
that
work
jam.
hard to try
Yeah.
to have a safe.
Hey.
I really
It feels good though.
Yeah.
It feels real.
I feel like
Jay,
Bree
keep-
should have came
hey,
up
Jay,
by
keep
herself.
going.
Yeah, we can still do that.
That's all I got. It's
Yeah, keep it going. You see?
Right.
Going. That's all you got
how
to do.
This
All right,
shit.
all right,
Keep
keep
going,
going.
Jay.
All right,
Push it
okay.
forward.
I hate
telling
this girl.
you.
But yeah.
Yo,
we
so
still do that.
nah, for I appreciate y'all, man. Like, how? What's you? Yo, Kyrie, where we at, bro? Ooh. Yeah, man, we good, man. Yo, nah, for real.
Jeez.
But how are y'all though? Like outside of like, how y'all feeling, man?
Good. I'm optimistic and I'm very excited about this space that we in. I feel like we got a lot to show the world. I think it was a lot that, you know, it's a lot that we accomplished and we still got more to accomplish. And I'm just blessed to be here with these two lovely ladies. They're so talented, so beautiful and amazing.
That
I
was-
started
Same
my
to you,
journey.
baby
yes,
girl.
same.
You know, I started my journey with them.
Yeah.
That was
So,
the
it's special.
the NBA/NFL speech. You know how they be like, yeah, I'm just blessed to be here. Shout out to my team.
No, it's true. Yeah, but that was.
was
I'm about
into
to
it.
say optimistic too, and all
Yeah.
those words that she said.
I was
yeah.
so
Let me ask y'all this then, right? Not no
keep saying,
no messy.
Right,
No,
you
so
keep saying,
I do have something messy.
Right,
I do have something messy. I do have something messy.
Okay.
But we on serious time right now.
All right.
Okay.
Y'all are in a great position, right? Like I think you said it. Y'all don't really have pressure. Like y'all don't care. Even if y'all do, y'all don't care about the pressure that y'all may have, may not have.
Yeah.
About dropping the hit or whatever. Y'all really having fun. Y'all doing what y'all want.
Yeah.
Where does because sometimes some people would say the great moments or the great music come from having that chip on your shoulder, right? How do you differentiate the two? How do you get great music without having like a chip on your shoulder or feeling like you got to prove something to the world? Because usually that's when you create the best things.
We created.
I'm gonna ask Bree because you
Yeah, I'm
talk
like, we
all
creative.
interview.
No, she's.
Hold
I'm
up
about to say
now.
right. Don't do her like that.
That's a good.
You just said right. You just said.
She
right.
said it.
Okay,
She
okay.
said
You
it.
know what? I ain't
Cause she
gonna
about to
say
lead it.
I ain't gonna say
We
nothing
were
else.
gonna no, don't do this. See, that's what she gonna do. That's
Don't
what
do
you
me
did.
like that. Don't do me
You
like
did.
We need her to talk.
You did it right, and we was gonna piggyback off of it. So that's what.
No,
you
don't
just-
piggyback.
You just
You-
cut it off.
You lead
but-
it. You lead it.
Okay, well I will lead it. Yeah. Okay, but no, when it comes to us creatively or like just how we be in the studio, it'd be very like real. Like and even those vibes in itself, I feel like through music, what you relate to the most are the records that come from a real situation or real thing. So like us collectively and then with some great writers also, shout out to Libby, like us growing up with Libby and stuff like that and able to express ourselves in ways and like how to write with the pen and stuff, like there we would know that we would hear stuff and play it back and be like, oh wow, this is a hit, or like see how it made us feel in the studio and how like we would feel when we perform on stage, or like how the fans would feel about it, or our supporters and everybody. We would be like, oh, this one is it. Like it would just come off the vibes, like totally, like it would be us expressing ourselves. But like she was saying, like it's true that we all are individually creatives, and then when we come together, it's just like a combustion because of how we came together. I know you say it's like sounds so
Nah, it's
like,
fine.
We the
positive stuff,
culture.
but yeah.
We the culture, period. Like you can't bring up
I love Beja.
team black girlhood, team black boyhood without bringing up OMG,
No, that's
Mom's
facts.
Behavior, Jacob Lattimore, shout out to him,
Yes.
Shy, Diggy Simmons. It's a lot of us who
Y'all
was a
came up
part
with
of that.
Betty.
But yeah, but we are a part of a time, and you can't bring up certain things without bringing us up. At the end of the day, all of when we first dyed our hair, all them colors, like, they call us ghetto, ratchet, all this stuff. You get on Instagram, guess what you see? A bunch of colored hair, long hair, 30-inch weaves. We had 30-inch weaves at 16, 17 years old.
I like this, babe. I like this.
No,
I like
but we
this.
have to talk about it because I feel like, our contribution to Black girlhood and Black womanhood, it gets downplayed a lot because people be like, oh, y'all didn't have no #1 single. Y'all didn't have no album. And those things are true. We didn't. But at the end of the day, it's like, what we did for the culture, it can't be taken away. We not saying we invented color hair. We not saying we was the first Black girls to wear color hair. We popularized it.
Are you okay? Because you look like a hater right now.
Oh,
I ain't like that. I ain't like that.
Shit, I thought you was talking to somebody back there.
I'm just saying because you just did me
I'm
dirty.
just saying because I know you about to come with some shit.
No, I was about to be on y'all side, bro.
Oh, he did that.
Bro,
Oh,
I'm on y'all side. What I will say,
Birdman here.
no cap. So I'm gonna be on y'all side. Nah, I'm with you.
Okay.
When it comes to culture and cultivating things, #1 don't mean shit. Let me tell you why. So, for example, like me, I don't even talk like this often, but I'm just relating to you because it's y'all interview.
You trying to pop your shit like baby.
Right, yeah, that was
A little bit.
Your shit, then.
A little
It's your
bit. Nah, this ain't my interview. It's y'all interview. But like, so I come from Baltimore, right?
Okay.
But I know for a fact I have a fingerprint on podcasting, especially in my community, right? In the DMV period.
Yeah.
I don't need a #1 podcast to know that.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Right?
Okay.
Like, so,
Hello?
like, and I say, let's say, for example, let's talk about stars, like Joe Budden, right? If you look at Joe Budden and you look at Joe Rogan, or even like, let's say Black academics, right? Academics, Adam 22, they both have more subscribers than Joe Budden.
Yeah.
But everybody know in a Black community, Joe Budden put a stamp on this. He really, so sometimes, right, in this industry, sometimes you might not seem like the biggest. You might got to go through more lawsuits. Like, you might got to go through more dirt for other people to shine more. Exactly. So just because you didn't have a #1 don't take away from who you are.
Absolutely.
Because you had to go, like, think about it. Artists back in the day, they wasn't making nearly, not even half as what artists are making now.
Right.
But they had to come first. They set the tone for the artists to come.
Yeah.
So just because you don't have a #1 don't mean anything. So I'm on your side. I'm not like, but when you said it, it made me think like, nah, because you're a cultivator. Like, that don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
Culture is everything. I remember I was watching the Verses, and it was like The Dream is Sean Garrett, and I remember just watching it, and they both was like playing songs, whatever. But I remember The Dream said something very important. Like, he said something about culture. He was like, what I did for the culture, like, niggas can't do that, And I think it's just, that was very telling. You know what I mean? To me, it struck a chord with me because I'm like, I feel we the culture. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, we the people who set certain trends, we set certain tones, and I think that, like, when you do something innovative, you might not always get the credit. You might not always get, like, the recognition or the glory, whatever people look for. But I think when we did what we did, it wasn't to get any recognition or glory. It was just kind of like, we felt this is something that we wanted to do, and in the process of that, we liberated other Black young girls to do what they want to do with their hair and with their clothes. And now we live in a world where, at this point, Black women could do whatever they want to do with their hair, their clothes, their makeup, their nails, and nobody could say nothing. We was a part of pushing that forward. It was like, I'm not saying we were the only ones, but it was doors that were open for us, and we opened doors for other, young Black women as well. So I think we look at it like that. And young white girls too. Because I'm not gonna lie, we used to have young white girls in the crowd as well, with their little pieces in their hair and everything else. So I think that we had a universal effect. But Black American culture just has such a hold on just the world, period. Not even America, but just anywhere you go, like, people are emulating Black culture and, stuff like that. So we had a big part in that, I feel.
Yo, I have so much respect for you ladies.
Thank you.
Oh, thank
like,
you.
when the love is so real.
Thank you.
Oh,
I know.
We love you.
Except for Zani, because she said I finessed her. I don't like that. Except for her.
Not except for her.
No, you gotta
It's
include
okay.
sis.
But nah,
I
for real
know
though.
Jay love me.
I got.
He love you big time.
Right.
I got
That's
so
what they
much
get.
love for y'all, for real. Like, it's crazy, and to see y'all
And back.
continue to go, right?
Yeah.
Like with y'all success, keep the fight forward. Like I know how hard it is, right?
Yeah.
Even if the people don't have to know. It's just it's dope and it's inspirational. And man, I wish y'all the best for real.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate it,
Appreciate
man.
that. And wish you the
You're
same.
right.
Yeah.
Same.
I was gonna
Continue
say,
to keep doing your thing.
Thank
Yeah.
you for creating this platform,
Yeah.
allowing us to come and like speak. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
important.
And
Nah,
making
for
a safe
sure.
space for people to
Did we
express
have
themselves.
any missed opportunities?
Nah, he look-
No, but make sure
Promotes
I don't know where I
Loverboy.
need to look, but make sure y'all stream Loverboy on all streaming platforms right now. That's our
Right
new
now.
single, and
Right
stay
now.
tuned. We have new music on the way and
Yes.
shows and stuff like that. So we working.
Nah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yes.
We working.
Yo, this is good. Like these girls are like really like fam. Like I know it's crazy because media people do that all the time, but I mean it. Like I hit Zanique, yo, can you see if Jay, I got you for real. Like I can't make this up. So like these girls are like, I hit them, yo, how y'all doing?
Yeah.
Because you thought I was lying.
When?
Checking up on.
Oh,
You
yeah.
do. You do
And
check
did.
up.
He
You do
told
check
me when I
up.
met Jay, he said, I'm going to be
That's
checking
nice.
in. It's a real relationship. We cool. Like, we
Okay.
friends. And he do.
Yeah, nah.
your
So
word.
yo, Bree,
Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Beja,
Yes.
Zanique, collectively, OMG.
Yes.
Period.
Okay.
So much love. I mean, I
Thank
don't know if y'all
you.
like y'all probably don't need to if y'all want to like follow. All
Oh
that.
yeah. Well, we're gonna
Okay.
tell your viewers to follow us on our Instagram at OMG Girls with a Z. Our Twitter is at The Real OMG Girls. Our Facebook is also OMG Girls. And like we said, stream our song on all platforms, which
Yes.
is OMG Girls. And just stay tuned because we got a lot of stuff coming.
Yes.
Fire.
Lover Boy out now.
Yes.
Mr. J Hill Podcast. It's a wrap. We out. That was